All right, so welcome to GDWC Youth, and we're going to give you a lesson online since we're not meeting this week, but we want to open with prayer. So if you would, bow your heads with me, and we will pray. Father, I thank you for your word. Your words are life, and they are spirit, and I pray that the words that we give today will reach every youth, every heart, and will minister to them and their needs, and help them to understand this truth that we're trying to share this evening. Be with everyone as they're in their homes, as they go through this situation, but let them know that you are with them, and you care for them, and you will be with them through it all. In the name of Jesus we pray, amen. All right, I want to introduce my partner for this event, Ace England, and we're going to talk about walking by faith. The Bible verse says that we walk by faith and not by sight. And this is going to demonstrate in the physical what it's like in the spiritual. Because when it says to walk by faith, that means, and not by sight, that means that there's going to be times that physically we can't see, can't hear, maybe not even understand what God is wanting us to do. The Bible gives us the generalized will of God for everyone, but sometimes we need to hear the voice of God and have the leading of the Spirit of God to understand the specific will of God for each of our lives. But this is going to demonstrate walking by faith. So Ace is blindfolded, and what we have to do spiritually is learn to listen to the voice of God as He gives us directions. So if you look out behind me, he has a few obstacles in his way that he's going to have to walk through blindfolded. But if he pays close attention to my voice, that will represent the voice of God leading him in his personal life, he will reach the destination where God wants him to be, and he'll do it safely. And he'll be blessed as he does it. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Are you ready, Ace? I'll get you to come behind us right here.
Where?
No, the camera recorder. All right, now Ace, I want you to walk to the other side of the room, but as you go, listen very carefully to my instructions. Are you okay? Can you see anything? All right, here we go. Please walk to the other side of the room. Stop, Ace, stop. Now hold right there. Because sometimes, guys, God will tell us to stop, and He'll command us to wait. And sometimes that may not make sense because you know where you're wanting to go. And sometimes you think that we're wise enough, we're strong enough, we're well enough to get there. But there may be a lot of things going on around you that you're not aware of. But since God is omnipresent, omnipowerful, omni-knowing, He sees things that we can't see. So this is a very important lesson in life, that as you're traveling through, when you hear God say, stop, stop, and wait upon the Lord. Because you don't know what it is that you may be getting ready to walk into, walk over, walk on, that may be a very great danger to your life or to your Christian faith that God's protecting you from. So as children of God, we've got to learn to listen to the voice when He says stop and stop. All right? Ace, would you turn left and start walking? Now stop right there, please. This is another important lesson. With your eyes, you may see the path needing to go straight from point A to point B, and you don't understand why God's given you a detour. Sometimes God gives us detours for many reasons. And unless you pray and seek God to understand why those detours are happening, we still walk by faith, believing that God has our best interest at heart. God is working to get us to the destination where He wants us. But sometimes the path he tells us to take doesn't look like the easiest path, doesn't look like it's the straightest path. And it looks like that it's adding a lot more onto us. But we got to, again, walk by faith and not by sight, and just trust him that if God's directing us to go left, we go left. And we listen and we obey. Ace, you take 3 more steps forward. And another step. And a baby step. And stop. Sometimes the steps that God leads us in aren't going to be huge steps, but they're going to be little steps. Because sometimes there's things that God wants us to learn along the way. So when we want to take a gigantic step to get towards the end, God may be telling us little baby steps because there's other things he's trying to teach us to get us to learn as we're taking the steps. God is so wonderful and so loving, he's going to do more than just get us from point A to point B where he wants us, but he's going to, along the journey, create in us who we should be. So listen to even the smallest details that God gives you in life. Ace, will you turn right? And would you start walking? Turn right a little bit. Stay on course. There you go. Turn left a little bit. Stay on course. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. Now, if you would look at this situation, sometimes we go further than where God wanted us to be. It could have been that God wanted us to stop here so that he could redirect us. But when we don't listen and we go further, then what God has to do is turn us around and bring us back. So Ace, would you turn around and start walking back? And stop and turn left. Very good. Now the last thing that we think we want to do trying to get from point A to point B is to go backwards. But sometimes that's what God requires in our life when we make a mistake. And believe me, we're going to make mistakes. There may be a time when you don't follow the leading, or you miss the voice of God, or you make a mistake, or you make a wrong decision. That doesn't mean that you get trapped up here and you quit and you stop. But it means that when God brings you back, you be obedient and you come back. It may be humbling to come back, but you listen to him and you come back and let God get you back on track. And when he gets you back on track, then you keep moving for God. And you don't let that track that you were once in, you don't let that impact your life anymore. Don't let it haunt you, don't let it torment you. God has brought you out of it, and God has put you back on the track where you need to be. People may not forget it, people may not forgive you, but you got to keep moving forward for God. So Ace, would you walk forward, turn right a little bit, right, there you go, walk forward, turn left, right, turn right, go straight, go straight, go straight, and stop. Now you notice that he had an incident here, had an accident, and he hit this chair. Sometimes there's going to be things that happen in life that can make life very difficult. God never promises life to be easy, but he does promise you that he will always be with you there, all the way to the end. And even though things like this chair representing bumps in life, God is there to comfort you. God is there to let you know that he's going to use even things that were wrong and bad, use them for the good, and it'll be a testimony somewhere down the road. So don't let the traps of life keep you trapped. Don't let the bumps in life keep you from moving forward for God. Hey, did you turn left and walk? Keep going. You gotta trust him. Keep going. Just keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. And stop. Take off your blindfold and turn around. You made it from point A to point B. And this is the end result where God wants you to be. You're born into life. God has a destiny for you that He wants you to make it to heaven, to spend eternity with Him. But He also wants to make sure as you go through life that you're listening to Him, that He can use you. He doesn't only want to give you His Spirit to help you know where to be, but He wants to give you the Spirit that wherever you're at, you can actually help other people get through life as well. And that's our lesson for tonight. Go ahead down to Worship Center Youth, and we look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. If we're online again, we'll see you online. God bless you.